worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. If you don't run before war, do not run anymore. If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Derivance! Derivance! If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. If you don't run before war, do not run anymore. If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Derivance! Derivance! Watana wata! Watana wata! Where them there? Better show. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like sweet. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like see. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like see. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like see. Who no, yeah, no go, yeah. No go, yeah. Boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. If you don't run before war, do not run anymore. If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Derivance! Derivance! Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Where them there? Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Where them there? Boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. If you don't run before war, do not run anymore. If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Derivance! Derivance! If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. If you don't run before war, do not run anymore. If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Derivance! Derivance! Watana wata! Watana wata! Where them there? Better show. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like sweet. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like see. Who no go, no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like see. Who no go, no. No go, no. Who no go, waiting like see. Who no, yeah, no go, yeah. No go, yeah. Boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. If you don't run before war, do not run anymore. If you don't run before colors, do not run anymore. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Amba boys worry. Shoot me, I shoot you. Amba boys worry. Fire me, I fire you. Derivance! Derivance! Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Watana wata! Where them there?
Good afternoon, fellow Ambazonians. Good afternoon, people of Ambazonia. It is exactly 6:23 p.m. in Menchum. It is exactly 6:23 p.m. in Bambui. It is the same time in Ikona. It is the same time in Ikilewinzi. It is the same time in Jiningijum. It is the same time in Motombolombo. It is the same time in Kwakwa. It is the same time in Ikona. And it is the same time in Buasa. It is the same time in Idinau. It is the same time in Takwa village. It is the same time in Tinto. The same time in Mato. The same time in Camber. The same time in Du. And the same time in Bamenda. And the same time in Victoria. It is also the same time in UK and 1 hour ahead in Brussels, and it should be afternoon or morning hours now in the Americas, and almost the same time in Canada, and our people in Thailand, those who are in Ukraine, those in Russia, those in China. I guess it is already late hours. Wherever you are watching, good day and welcome to this live show. Today is a normal Sunday live show. Today we take a different turn because today I will be a different Mark Bareta. Today I'm going to wear a different face. Today you will not expect from me what you have been expecting. Today I'm going to wear a different face because I now have come to the conclusion that enough is enough. I have come to the conclusion that no individual is bigger than our revolution. I have come to the conclusion that it is time for us to name names and call the names. So today you will expect me, do not expect me to be the usual one I have been in the past. Today I'm going to wear a different skin. I'm going to wear a different skin for the sake of our revolution, because my spirit tells me it is time to let it go. It is time to let it go, because no one in this individual, whether it is your friend, your mother, your father, your business partners, is bigger than the revolution and is bigger than the people of Ambazonia. Today we are going to destroy egos. Today we are going to destroy power mongering. Today we are going to destroy all those innuendos that has been holding back our revolution. So if you are joining this show, if you know that you will not be able to withstand what I'm going to say today, I'll ask you to request to take yourself off this live show now, because the live show will not be as usual. I know you expect Mark Bareta as a unifier. You expect Mark Bareta as the comforter to come live, to comfort, to come live, to give hope. Today, I'm going to take a 360 degrees away from what I usually do on live show, because I now believe strongly it is the right thing to do. We are going to keep friendship aside. We are going to keep acquaintance aside, and we will now say it as it is. We have been coining our words in the past. We have been playing democracy. We have been playing diplomacy in words. But today we will also come out forcefully to say these things as it is. So if you know that you don't want to have high blood, please endeavor to take yourself out of this live show for now. So the revolution will not fall. It will not fall. Whether you think that people are fighting online, it will not fall. I think a lot of things, if they can arrest Ayo Julius Tabe, if they can arrest Tassa and the rest, if they can kill our people and destroy homes, and the revolution will not fall, it will not be that when few activists talk or disagree or call each other out, that it will not fall. It will not fall. Nothing will fall in the revolution. So do not waste your energy to comment and say, no, Mark Bareta, why did you call him or so behind and say it? Why are you coming online? That we have passed that stage. No more. We'll say it now as it is. But we want to begin this show by thanking our able brother Eric Tato for the wonderful live show he had previously few hours back. I was not opportune to watch the live show, but one of my friends who was opportune to watch gave me a highlight of the show, and the impression was that Eric Tato was magnificent. He was wonderful in the live show, and I want to use this opportunity the first to congratulate Eric Tato for the wonderful live show he did, and for what he is doing for the people of Amazonia. We cannot, of course, reject that. Eric Tato is a voice, is a strong voice now in the revolution. He has joined the likes of Mark Bareta et al. To be one of the strongest voice also in the revolution. That is why from every intelligence it has been proven, it has shown that he and Ashu Kingsley and some other special activists, they have been marked for assassination. That is why their names could not appear in the 13-man list. For those of us that our names appear in the 13-man list, they are thinking that they want to arrest us, they want to take us from our home country. But we continue to tell La Republic that it will not work. They will not chicken us. They will not chicken us out of fighting for Amazonia. They will not use scaremongering. They will not use the issue of arrest, the issue of assassination to scare us. I want to say, Eric Tato, wherever you are, Ashu Kingsley, and those two names have come over and over through intelligence sources that you have been marked for assassination. Know that the people of Amazonia are with you. We are with you. None of us are safe. Whether are the frontline leaders or those the interim government, none of us are safe. So therefore, we want to inform Eric Tato that this platform, we are with you in spirit, we are with you in prayers, and we'll continue to make sure we check on each other to ensure that we will march on. So, welcome to this live show. There are a lot of things we're going to say. Like I said, this live show, it will be mostly on, we are going to do a lot of declarations. We are going to do a lot of affirmations. We're going to do a lot of condemnations. So the live show will be, we are going to reaffirm what we've said in the past. We are going to reaffirm what we've said in few hours to come, in a few hours behind. We are going to confirm certain things. We are going to give clarifications. So the live show, it will be about clarifications. It will be about condemnations. It will be about affirmations, and it will be about acclamations, and it will also be about reminders. But now we are going to begin the live show with some reminder, some news reminder before we get into the crux of the matter. Few days ago, I, Mark Bareta, I have been hitting on the fact that Bonaberry is home, that Bonaberry is part of Amazonia, and some people were saying, no, Mark Bareta, we've not yet had Boya. Why are we saying Bonaberry? No, we've not had. When we say Boya, when we talk about that marching to Boya, it is significant. Boya may not even end up to be the final capital of Amazonia. It may not even end up. It may not even end up. So when we say we are marching to Boya, it is significant. It's significant to say that we are restoring our statehood. And when we say when we restore our statehood, we the people of Amazonia, you must know which part of your original boundary were stolen. So as we restore Amazonia, and we say as we restore Boya, we will not leave away those little boundaries that were taken from us. We know that some part of the western region was taken away from us. We know that when you go to Lum and Banga, some parts there are part of Amazonia, but it has been proven without everything that you can quote me on records that Bonaberry, or what we call Hickory Town, named after one of those colonialists, Mr. Hickory Town, is part and parcel of Ambazonia. If you are very vigilant, if you are very vigilant when you arrive in Bonaberi, most people will say from Bonaberi they will say I'm going to Douala. You know, most people will say when they reach Bonaberi, I'm in Bonaberi. When they cross Bonaberi, they say I'm going to Douala. And typical people of Douala, they do not even consider Bonaberi as part and parcel of theirs. So we are saying that as we fight to reclaim Ambazonia, we are going to make sure we encourage to Bonaberi and reclaim Bonaberi, because Bonaberi is our land. It's our land. So all Ambazonians who are in Bonaberi, feel free, eat burning fish, drink wine, dance, rejoice that you will not have to pay any resident permit in La Republique. You will not have to pack and camp, because Bonaberi is part and parcel of Ambazonia. What I'm saying also has some political undertone, so also has some strategic undertone, but it is not my place to disclose it. I'm not a fool to come online and to talk about Bonaberi. And what we must understand as a people is that this platform that you know as a Bareta News or Mark Bareta platform, which we have coined to term it as the people's platform, the platform is unique. We are not a noisy platform, right? We are not a propaganda platform. The platform is unique. The platform is here to cheer the revolution to its logical end. The platform is here to appreciate, to promote every group, interim government, every individual that we see that their moves, their motives, their actions promote and takes the struggle ahead. That is why it is the only platform that we have been able, in a very unbiased manner, to support and promote every group. We talk about leaders of frontline movements without any fear and favor, and it has been the only platform that has constructively, in a most respectful manner, come out to criticize leaders, even though we may not call names for strategic reasons, but from our statements that we make public, you will understand the direction where we are going, because we understand that when other platforms are busy with propaganda, when they are busy with so much noise and innuendos, a lot of you back there in Ambazonia, you look forward that Bareta News or Mark Bareta platform will bring down the tempers, we bring people together, we come out with a unifying message. Yeah, there are a lot of you out there that you've written to me personally, and you've said whenever you go out there and there are innuendos in the social media, you tend to Mark Bareta to see what I'm saying, to receive some encouragement, some hope. And I know that a lot of you feel also discouraged sometimes when this platform joins also in the chorus and in the dance of noise. For those who are in Manchester, is it Manchester City? They say Manchester City is a noisy neighbors. Yes, we take pride for the fact that our platform is unique, and it is the only unique platform in the revolution. But we do recognize that we have a lot of other platforms out there who are doing their bit for the revolution of Ambazonia, and it is our place as the major and the leading platform in this revolution to ensure that we keep the revolution in check, to ensure that we move. That is why your humble servant, even after disagreeing with the consortium, even after doing that, could still come out and apologize, could still come out and join in the chorus of promoting SCACUF governing council, and now the interim government, even with us knowing very well that there were also some fault lines in the foundation. But we know that as a people, when we detect some fault lines in our foundation, it is not for us to call for its solution. It's for us to see how we could reform, to build and collaborate. And that is where this platform stands tall. And that is why most often when this platform comes out forcefully to promote and to talk about positions of the interim government, we are going to have some individuals of other groups that will come and say, Mark Bareta is on the IG's payroll. And that is, it is also on the same way that when this platform comes out to promote forcefully groups, the ADF, AGC, SYL, Maurice, and all other groups, individuals, members of the interim government, or those who are die-hearted provincial government, they also sometimes come out to say Mark Bareta is an AGC surrogate, is on the payroll of a Yabacho Lucas, it's on the payroll of a ACT, and so. It is because we have distinct ourselves as a major platform that embraces every group, that embraces every individual, that we recognize that every individual has a unique talent to work for the struggle. And when we sit in our news decks and we see moves, we see videos, we see posters, we see posts that we think that take us a step ahead, Bareta News will always make sure that it publishes that, even if some other people do not like it. And that is the uniqueness of our platform. No one can corrupt this platform. It will never have happened, because the platform pays allegiance only to the flag of Ambazonia, and so shall it be. So that said, now I move to the next major announcement. Few hours ago, the acting head of the consortium, Mr. John Ba Akuro, did mention that from family sources, when I spoke with him, when I saw that notice on running around, and it appeared on my platform, Bareta News Dex, shared to me by one of the writers who writes in Bareta News, I took up my phone and I called Akuro to find out what was, and Akuro boldly told me that it is coming from a family source, one of the wives of our leaders that were abducted, and the brother told him in pure terms that yes, on Friday, Tasang et al. did see a particular lawyer. That lawyer, of course, is not part of the Muna and Munas, and there has been some confusions online. The acting head of the consortium, John Ba Akuro, never mentioned anything about the 47 Southern Cameroonians that were also deported, or that were also illegally deported to La Republique. That communique never mentioned. That communique was very explicit, succinct on the 10 abducted Southern Cameroon's leaders, without mentioning the 47. So we don't know if any lawyer has met the 47 others. We don't know. But what we can confidently and authoritatively mention here on this platform, because from what my own sources have tried to say, is that yes, on Friday, Patasang met a particular lawyer, in which I can't call the name, and from every indication, from Monday going ahead, probably we might start seeing them in the Kanaro court in La Republique. And what we are only interested that our leaders are safe and sound. We don't put any interest in the court in La Republique. We don't care, because we know that through Wata, we know that through sustained self-defense, our leaders will come out, because that is our only hope. When we talk about block by block, when we talk about self-defense, water, that is our only hope, that will see our leaders out. So we are not bothered what if they take them to those camps, because we know the outcomes of those courts. It is President Paul Biya. Paul Biya controls the court. He controls the parliament. In fact, he controls right to the university. Right to the GOs, Paul Biya controls everything. The courts, the lawyers, they are not independent. So our only glad is that truly indeed our leaders are sound and safe. And our only glad also is that at least the families of the leaders will have some side of relief that their persons are safe. And some of you have attacked John Ba Akuro, who is the acting head of the consortium, but I would like to come in the defense of John Ba Akuro. I think most of us we approach this revolution as if it is a joke. A lot of you had mentioned John Ba Akuro's statement a few months back, that he said that our leaders were dead, and it seems as if all of us just took those statements for the truth, and we took the statements as absolute truth, or we relied just on that. There was a reason why that statement was made. We call it preventive actions. Preventive actions. If maybe if the Republic had an intention of dealing away with their leaders, the fact that John Bakuro came ahead to announce that they were dead already was a preventive measure to ensure that we already know the things that they were doing, and that way it halted the move of La Republic. It halted them to. In fact, it even made La Republic to prove us wrong that we can take care of your leaders, we can keep them alive. And at the end of the day, what do we want? We need our leaders to be alive. If anyone at that time took those words from John Bakuro as an absolute truth, then now you are trying to say he first said they were alive. Now you're saying that they are there, and you are doubting. It means you do not know strategies. You don't know tactics. You couldn't understand why he said that, and that way was also to push the Nigerian government to act, also to push the Republic. As you can see, La Republic actually they were forced to come out with their communication minister to say those people are with them because we made that move. I never for once took John Bakuro. I understood that was a preventive move to declare that they are dead. So as to see the actions of La Republic, if truly they want to kill our leaders, or they actually killed them. So because nobody knew anything, nobody has seen any cause of life, nobody knew anything. People were worried. So John Bakuro was on the right track. So people should not go out there trying to condemn him, saying innuendos, probably because the announcement came first from John Bakuro. We don't care where the announcement came first. It is not a contest to compete. We don't care where it came out first. We don't care. All we care is that our leaders are alive and they will be probably seen from next week going to court. And we don't care what happens in those courts because we are going to make sure that we continue our self-defense, we continue our wata na wata, we continue our block by block, even now, even higher, because it is only because we did not relent. That's why probably they probably kept him alive. Maybe if they were arrested and we all fell back and we sat quiet and we didn't activate whatever in a very high manner, maybe they would have just disappeared them without us even seeing them. Without us even seeing them. So therefore, that has not stopped us from going to go ahead with self-defense. So for all those who are trying to criticize John Bakuro, chill. He's doing a wonderful job. He is the only person, a CRT worker who left his job and is out here. He is still a very young guy. He is not on retirement. He had all opportunities to grow within CRTV, but he also left it and came out. So we should be able to appreciate those who are doing the best for them. And that is the foundation of this platform. That is the ethics of this platform. We recognize every leader, every activist, everyone who does what. At the end of the day, like I said, it is not competition. It is about the information. Is about what takes us ahead. So people should not start saying that no. Why is it that it was the one who said it? It should be this. Say no. We don't care wherever we have information. All we need is that our leaders are sound and safe. And though we say we need proof of life, but we will see it coming in the few hours to come. That is all about Comrade John Bakuro. Now, I move now to a powerful statement made by the acting president of Ambazonia. Yesterday in the evening, the acting president of Ambazonia, Dr. Samuel Sako, he was out. He was out on Facebook, and he gave a very powerful statement. And for the first time, the acting president declared and informed and warned La Republic that they now have the capabilities to destroy Cameroon. I think that Dr. Sako is not a fool to go out and declare on state television and public that we now have the capability to help La Republic. And that if La Republic thinks that Ambazonia will not exist, then Cameroon also will not exist. That statement is filled with too much truth. I cannot claim that I have privy of what is to happen in the future. I cannot claim that I have privy of what will happen. But what I know is that I believe in our leaders. I believe in our leaders, and I want to believe in that statement that now, as we talk, the Ambazonian Self-Defense Council, under the tutelage of the interim government, has the capabilities to head La République and carry the war over to Mongols. And I am confident that in the few days to come, that plan will start materializing. And I know that a lot of people have been talking about actions. For one thing I have learned in this revolution is that, and across the world, that when it comes to government, governments are always slow to act. Governments, they want to act and get it rightly. Government, they don't want to be pushed around. That even as us, activists, we will talk, we will say, we will be worried, but I am giving the benefit of doubt and the confidence to the interim government and to the Ambazonian Self-Defense Council that whatever they have in stock for the people of Ambazonia, it may start materializing. Of course, the revolution is the people. And if Dr. Sako fails in its work to do it, we will come over the IG like vultures. We will come over its leaders like vultures. And we will come over the Ambazonian Self-Defense like vultures that they took us for granted and they took the revolution for granted. So for now, we are giving all our confidence and our hope to the words of Dr. Sako that Ambazonia now has the capabilities to hurt La République in a very big, large, proportionate manner. And La République should be aware that, like the acting president said, if they continue to hurt, to kill our people, let them be aware that we shall export the war across Bonaberi. Because Bonaberi is part of Amazonia. We will take it over. We will take it over Bonaberi. Those are not my words. Those are the words of the acting president of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, Dr. Samuel Sako. It is my place as a people's platform, as Bareta News, to reiterate, to emphasize, to affirm all these statements made by frontline leaders and members of the interim government. So wherever you are in the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, wherever you are watching me, I want to remind you that yesterday, the interim president did make that statement that they now have that Amazonia, and when you talk about Amazonia, I'm referring to the Ambazonian Self-Defense Council, which has a couple of groups which are under its authority, that they now have the capabilities to hurt La République. And we are observing, Bareta News, we are observing, our ears are on the ground. We are observing to see how the future will look like. But what I am confident, what I know is that Ambazonia will be free. If you have never believed in the fact that Ambazonia will be free, I want you to believe today, wherever you are, that we as a people will be free. And I've told you in the past that I may not be there to see Ambazonia. Sako may not be there to see Ambazonia. Akwanga may not be there to see Ambazonia. Ayama may not be there to see Ambazonia. But the people shall be there to witness a strong, a prosperous Ambazonia, a land of milk and honey, a land which the people across the globe will admire to come to invest, a land which those in the diaspora and elsewhere, they will yearn to get married to our girls so that they have also citizenship. They will yearn to get married to our men so that they can come to Ambazonia to enjoy the land of milk and honey. Because Ambazonia, from Oku to Mamfe to Ikiliwindi to Victoria, it's a land blessed with resources, with all type of minerals, with oil, and with untapped resources. And we as a people, we are going to make sure that those resources have been given to us by the Almighty God, by the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that we are going to restore our statehood. So please, as you are watching me, rejoice and have hope. And rejoice and be confident in the words of the acting president of the interim government, that they now have the capabilities to hurt La République, and hurting we shall do. That is the words of the interim government. Now, I move now to the next issue. I will talk about block by block. Few hours ago, over my platform, I made a statement, and I gave a statement, and I talk about the common understanding of block by block. That Comrade Cho Ayaba, as far back as last year, when he imported the idea and the philosophy of block by block, that most of us were looking at him like a madman. What is block by block? It is true that most of us did not at first appreciate, do not at first embrace the issue of block by block. But we know that the SOCADEF and the ADF, as they have been negotiating for long, they have embraced the principle of block by block for many years back. And God willing and God helping, this year, this time, they have seen the opportunity, and block by block is being implemented because the people of Ambazonia, in one unity, in one, they have embraced this philosophy of block by block. And so, as early as last year, we have fiercely embraced and forcefully endorse and preach about block by block. And when we talk about block by block, my understanding, and I hope it is yours, is that block by block, county by county, it means that every individual with every city you are, in every land you are, in every county you are, in every village you are, you should be able to develop and defend your block. When we talk about block, it means that from one neighbor to the next neighbor, people should be able to come together and defend their block. And we know that the regime is not sleeping. The regime is not sleeping. They also may develop anti-Amba forces to fight us, or they may send people to infiltrate us. And we said, one of those things, in my opinion, I'm not here to impose my idea on the public. I have never for once imposed my idea on the public. I have been one of those who is so liberal. I'm a liberal Democrat. I'm someone who is so liberal. Whatever I say, I'm not imposition. Whatever I say are issues that I throw in the public could embrace it. The public can agree, and they can respectfully disagree. But I was appalled that when I make certain comments, we have individuals that I know very well and start say Mark Bareta is confused. No, I am not. I am not a confused activist. I am a bona fide activist that knows his left from the right. I know what to say at a particular time and hour. I know what to push ahead. I know what to keep behind. I know what not to bring on the public, because I mean the best for our republic. So when we talk about block by block, it means that from every village, every community, every city, they have to make sure they develop their block, and you stand to defend that block. And it means that one of the most safety ways is that if people who live, for example, in Bangem, and you develop a self-defense group, majority of the people, most of the people in Bangem are all people who speak Bakosi. So therefore, it is natural that in your meetings and in your gatherings, you should be speaking Bakosi. It means that one of the ingredients in which you can use to check those who might infiltrate or those who might come and claim, so it will be a language. It means you talk in your language and you see if the person will respond. That is the first safety measure in which you can check. The next safety measure is that this person must have lived with you in your community. He has lived with you. He knows all the bush roads. He knows all the exit roads. He knows you. You know him. You know the person's family. You know that this person that will live here, he live in this quarter, in this street. You can trace the family history. Those are safety measures in which self-defense groups on ground zero can develop. It becomes a different matter, especially in towns like Kumba, Boya, Bamenga, areas which are cities and cosmopolitan, where we have people from different areas who are there. In those type of stations, in the cities and areas which is cosmopolitan, it will be difficult to use vernacular or language as a safety measure, because people come from different areas. Like people who were born originally from, maybe they're from Bamenda, but they were born and bred in Boya. And if you have to fight, you can't let them to fight. It becomes difficult. But the other part which you can use to check that could be the idea that these people, they are known. You know them. I become a boy. I go for Fiango. At least, for example, Fiango, when you see Fiango boy, you can know the boy na Fiango boy. You can check. It's common. Oma is still for Mato, no point for Mato. Oma is still for Kosala, 1, 2, they know. Those things are common. You know, in Africa, it's common for us to check. I know this person lives in Boya Road. This person lives in Kilewindi. This person lives in Mbo Street. For us, it is very easy. So if in a particular city, self-defense groups build a camp and they come together, they should make sure to check that person comes from that community. That is the whole idea of block by block. And of course, I have said that if there are individuals who want to live from one block to another, you have to do your own findings. You have to check if you are moving to another block. If that block already has a self-defense group, if it has, do well to check to ensure that you don't go to duplicate. That's the whole common understanding of a block by block. That way, there is no fighting, and that way you can easily means block A. Block A, it means a corner can easily form and defend Moyoka. Moyoka can easily defend Balangi. Balangi can easily defend Moyoka. Moyoka can easily defend Idiki. Those are those type of Boya can easily defend my 16. My 16 can easily defend Mutengene. Those are the issues that each block, you develop a self-defense unit in which you can collaborate. If there's an individual who moves from one region, we know that we have fighters, people who fought in Kwakwa. They are not fighting in Bamenda, they're going to fight elsewhere. Those are strategic persons, but it's good to always approach people in that area so that you are not being arrested. They don't look at you as spies, because it's also a safety measure. If they arrest you as a fighter, don't go around complaining that you have been arrested. It's a safety measure for them to fight. So, oh, where are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? So it's always a safety measure. I told you that there was a person some groups of persons who left Southern Zone to the Northern Zone. And because of they went for other tactical reasons, they were arrested. I called and I said, these people are people that I know. They are from this area to this area, and I left them. So it beats my imagination that that you will live from. If there's, for example, if there is already a camp, for example, in Moyoka, there is no need for another self-defense group going to Moyoka to create another camp. If you are going there and you think that's the only place you should be, you should merge together and see how you can help to defend Moyoka. Or if there is a camp in Moyoka and you think that you have to create your own camp, there are many other areas that you can go. And so therefore, this brings me to the audio which has been going around by comrades Ebenezer Akwanga. I will say it clearly. I'm talking now to the ADF and Sukadev. We the people of Ambazonia, as young as we are, we grew up hearing the news of Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga. We grew up hearing the news of Dr. Ayabacho. As students in the University of Boya, we knew that the first people who started the strike in the University of Boya are the Akwanga and Ebenezer. They were the first student union leaders. And the list that we expect from Dr. Acho Ayaba and Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga is that they have to show the lead. The list that we expect from them is that these two gentlemen that have put their lives for over 20 years with the revolution, they have to show the lead. They have to show the lead of how people can collaborate. They have to show the lead on how groups can collaborate. So it was appalling. It's appalling, and I am disgusted. I am embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I will sit that we expect the ADF and Sokadev as two major groups in which they claim to be the godfathers of self-defense. They claim to be the founders of self-defense. We don't refuse their contributions, but I was bitter. I asked myself that what happened? What happened that Dr. Ebenezer cannot pick up the phone and call Dr. Ayaba and talk? What happened that Dr. Ayaba cannot pick up the phone and said, Bo, as old as they are, they started as far back as with SYL. In SYL with SZF. They were in the SZF, they broke out from the SZF because they said, no, it's only self-defense that will free Amazonia. They formed the SYL. From the SYL, ADF, ADC came about. What happened that two old men, old friends that know themselves cannot talk? So therefore, hearing those audios coming out from Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga with a lot of issues left and right, I was disappointed. I went into depression because we do not expect to get that. We don't expect to get that. If other groups on ground zero can be fighting or talking, we expect the ADF and SCADEF as to be, as they claim to be, they say ADF leads or SCADEF leads or so. These two groups, they are supposed to show, they're supposed to show even the Ambassador Self-Defense Council how collaboration can happen. Yes, they're supposed to show. So for Comrade Akwanga to come out with audio, say a lot of things against Abacho's ADF and so, I think I've known Akwanga as someone. He only comes out on audios to talk probably when it has reached some works. I have known Comrade Ayaba as a very gentleman who takes his time to talk. He doesn't involve in his left and right. But I have come to believe that there are certain individuals within the agency that are cacaworms. They are cacaworms and they are a disturbance to the spirit of the agency. They are cacaworms, they are bigots. They are bigots and people who probably don't want to see the agency progress. For them, it is either them or the highway. I think Dr. Ayaba, as the leader of the agency, must match words to action. He must be able to show to us that what he says in the public, as an individual it is what he's doing behind the scene. Dr. Ayaba should be able to put his militants, he put the people to order. He must be able to, in fact, he must be able, the group, the agency and the group must be able to reflect who Ayaba is. He must be able to reflect who he is. So I'm saying it because I'm angry. I've never said so. Most of you said I'm agency surrogate. I've never said so. Because when I look at those two individuals, I expect that two people that we can run to. These are two people that it means where can we run to now? Where can we run to when it comes to self-defense? If the ADF and SCADEF can collaborate, if the ADF is arresting fighters of SCADEF, or if the ADF is going to an area where SCADEF has built a camp and are trying to impose, so where do we run to? Where do we run to? Where do we accuse? Where do we accuse? So I think that I am calling respectfully for Dr. Cho Ayaba and Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga. They should look behind and look at the good old days. The good old days that they were doing things. And they should try to invoke that good spirit and try to work things out. I'm saying this because we make ourselves mockery. We make ourselves a laughing stock when we get audios from Akwanga left and right. And these two gentlemen, they are part and parcel of the ACT. The ACT as a collaborative platform should be able to show an example. If you can't show an example, then how do you call now for unity and collaboration? The basic unit, in fact, if the ADF cannot collaborate with SCADEF, how can the ADF or SCADEF collaborate with other self-defense groups? We should be able to see those basic unit of collaboration within the ADF and SCADEF. I have come to the conclusion that I have never been one of those that has forced the ADF and SCADEF to join the ASC. I have recognized them as an independent group that are doing their best for Amazonia. I have supported them. I have defended them in groups. I have defended them publicly until I have been tagged as an agency surrogate. I have been tagged as people that I am under the payroll of Ayaba. But that has not stopped me to defend the agency, to defend its leaders. For those who know me, for those who are in groups that I am, they will tell you I will be the first to defend the agency, SCADEF, Morix, and any other leader within groups that I am. I will be the first. And I'll be the first maybe to even castigate the IG. And that's why most of the IG, they don't even look at me, they even say they're even confused. They don't even know where I stand. Yes, it's because I have exposed, I have made myself in such a way that I have built this platform with that no leader, whether it's IG or groups can rely on the platform. Yes, when I say rely, I'm saying that I have built this platform in such a way that no leader, I mean the IG cannot rely on this platform. The IG cannot rely on this platform. No. The agency cannot rely on this platform. So that they cannot rely on this platform. Because when you rely on people, the problem is that you take audios, you take videos, you take write-on, and you tell them that go and say so, go and do so. That's why I said no leader, no group can rely on this platform. The only people that can rely on this platform is the people of Amazonia. It's the flag. It's because I have made it. I have made it so. That is why I can freely come out today and support Group A and call Group B out. I can freely come out today and support Group B. I can and support initiatives that takes it ahead. It's because I have fought for my independence as an individual. Yes, I have told them, all those who said, if there's any leader out there, that has evidences that you have given Mark Bareta money to stand and defend you, make those screenshots, send those things out there. If there's anyone that you have always come and said, Mark Bareta, go and say so, then I went and I said so, those screenshots and show it out there. I have fought for my independence as Mark Bareta and as this platform. And so this platform will not be used by any group, by any individual, not even the interim government, to pursue their own agenda. This platform will only pursue the agenda of the people of Amazonia. It will only pursue the ideals that make us stronger and united. It's not as if I can't make propaganda. I can make propaganda. It's not as if I can't talk. But I know that there are more than 1,000 people, millions of Amazonians out there who rely on this platform, who comes here when they read notices somewhere, they come for comfort. They come to be mentally strong. So therefore, I'm calling on now Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga of Sukadef and Dr. Ayaba of the ADF as big men of the revolution, that we all, as kids that we grew up learning their history, that we have come to admire them, and that now we have joined them in this revolution, that they should pick up their phone, talk between themselves. I decided not to talk behind this, because sometimes when you go behind the scenes and talk with these leaders, it ends there. So it is good that now in the public I'm saying these things. It's appalling. I don't know what happened. I don't know who is wrong or who is right. But from what I know is that when Dr. Ebenezer comes out to talk, he's one of those that, to an extent, he doesn't lie. From what I know, he's one of those that, to an extent, he doesn't come out. He says it as it is. And I'm sure if he's out, it's because probably he must have been pushed. And there are individuals within the agency. I know soon they'll be out there making posts. Mark Bareta has been bored talking. I don't care. But I know that there are individuals within the agency who are bigots. People who are very hardliner. People who don't want to compromise. People who don't do it. People who don't do things so. But I'm calling on Dr. Ayaba as a leader of the agency, that whatever he preaches out here in the public, he should teach his militants and his executive in the agency. He should teach them and say, this is how we are supposed to do. And this begs now, it begs our imagination if the so-called collaborative conference in Canada, if we will go through safely. Because we are preaching that we want people to come together and talk, but day in, day after, we see leaders, members of different groups saying different things, which draws back the aspect of collaboration. At least, if we cannot collaborate, let us maintain our lanes. That's my vision. If I cannot collaborate with you, let us maintain our lane. You maintain your lane, and maintain my lane, and work to help the Republic. If you cannot collaborate, at least maintain your lane and focus on the Republic. Please, I hope this message has been taken in good faith. Dr. Ebenezer Ayaba and Dr. Ayaba and Dr. Ebenezer Akwanga should all sit up and stop sending us those audios out there that make a mockery of the agency. It make a mockery of Sukadef. It make a mockery of the platform called ACT. It make a mockery of people who have been listening for 2 years. And make a mockery of the revolution. It gives a semblance. It gives our enemies out there to take those audios and say, truly, these people are not united. You say, truly, these people, they are prepared to make Southern Cameroons a South Sudan. Issues which can be done through normal phone calls, can be done through understanding and response. The people of Southern Cameroons deserve better from the agency. The people of Southern Cameroons, they deserve better from Sukadef. Enough. These leaders should sit up and do things which takes the revolution ahead. It's enough. No one is bigger than revolution. All of us, we are all children. We are all children of the flag. All of us, we have stakes to arrive in Boya. All of us, we are all a target of La République. There is no one person who is bigger. Whether you put in $5,000, I put in $100, there is no one who is bigger. If I have this platform to talk, it is not because I'm special. It is because God has given me the opportunity to have this platform to talk. And there will be no Bareta news without the people. There will be no Amazonia without the people. So we must keep our egos. We must keep our personalities. We must keep our this is called big manism, and calm down, talk to each other, and see how we can help La République, because our only enemy is La République. Something is happening very dangerous that we are now trying to pass this our useless attitude in diaspora on ground zero. It will become a danger. It will start hearing that fighting on ground zero are fighting among themselves. When these fighters are supposed to defend each other, are supposed to call. Maybe soon, when there's an attack in Block A, Block B calls, Block A will not go because of politics. Politics is a very bad thing. It's a very bad thing we can use to destroy our self-defense forces. We should allow them to be pure. They are pure. We should not start to give them impression from the diaspora. Tell them what to say. Tell them what to act. We should allow them to act on their own instinct. Because when Block A calls Block B, Block B should be able to defend Block A. Because what we are doing, soon Block A will call Block B, and Block B will say, no, that Block A is owned by this leader. That Block B will not go. So now, if they don't go and fight, and those people are being killed, who suffers? It's not Amazonia. Politics is very bad, because with politics, our self-defense forces will start looking at leaders, at groups. When A will be attacked, they will sit for them, will not go, because maybe they will want A to die. Please, let us stop this issue. Let us stop this issue. Let's allow our self-defense forces on ground zero, our regional forces to be pure. We need them to be pure. We need them to be focused. What they need from us, like I said, what they need from us is the fact that they need our funds. They need our encouragement. They need our directives. They need our encouragement. They need that we push them ahead. They don't need them to be hearing our funny fights and tell them, say, do this, say this, make this video, say this, make like this, say like this. No, don't say this. It's very wrong. It's very wrong. Let's continue this is our useless politicking and in the diaspora, and leave our self-defense forces. They are already under the attack of La République. We cannot be seen to put them asunder. We cannot. Now this takes me to the next, the issue of attack upon G. Today over Cameroon calling, we listen to attack upon G. You see, I have told you that this issue of humanitarian issue is a scam. We have told you it's a direct means for the regime of Paul Biya to hurt our people. And it's an indirect means for them to have money to fund their war. La République is broke. They are broke. They need money. They need money to fund their war. And by so doing, what they are doing is that when you listen to Atena Ponji over Cameroon calling today, when Ashu Nyenti asked him that, how do you want to go to those bushes to offer help for our people? Atena Ponji responded and said, those in the bushes are terrorists. Now you can see, Atena Ponji has exposed La République. It has exposed the international community, their plans. We know that La République says that when they go ahead burning our parents' homes, when they kill them, they burn those homes and communities because they say those homes and communities, those villages are terrorist villages. When they go ahead to kill at point blank, to behead them, to shoot them, they are doing that because they are saying that those people are terrorists. Now that our civilians, our parents, they ran into the bushes, Atena Ponji today has exposed the intentions of the regime. He has exposed everything, and he said those people in the bushes are terrorists. Now, tell us, those people in the bushes, now they said they want to offer relief. Where will the relief go? You go into the villages, you will not see them. They are all in the bushes. So where will the relief go? So you now see that the Lord has used the humanitarian plan. The Lord has used upon G to reveal us the plan. And so the plan is for them to kill our people. So even if they want to take foodstuff, those foodstuffs will be poisoned. It's a means for them to use maybe airplane to kill our people in the bushes. You see, it's not me saying it, it's Atan Aponji. Atan Aponji declared today, the 24th of June, over Cameroon calling. When Ashley Nyensi asked him, he said, those in the bushes are terrorists. You and I, we have seen videos, we have seen pictures where people in the bushes have been visited. We have seen them receive help from the Aya Foundation. Those are people that who've seen them, they give birth to bushes. Those are our people, they are not terrorists. So if the government can declare over state radio officially that those in the bushes are terrorists, it means that they are prepared to bomb those bushes. They are prepared to kill our people. It means that the humanitarian plan, the humanitarian action is an action meant to do what? To kill our people. It means that the so-called humanitarian plan, where they will collect funds, is not to fund and help our people. It is meant to fund the war because they are going cash crap. The plan has been exposed, and now we know. But we are telling La République that it will not happen. We are telling La République that if they think that they will go to the bushes, they will go there to kill our people, it will be done under the last blood of every Amazonian born on this planet Earth. And as the interim government has made it known yesterday that they now have the capabilities to help the Republic in proportions, that we will react, and then we will see how in the first place they will pass those areas and go to those villages and meet our people in the bush. So I think Aponji, it will fail you. It will fail you. As Bangen, as Kupe Manukuba, they have officially declared Elangpo chair and Ngole personal non grata. That's how you have been declared that even if as we restore Amazonia, we will not forgive you. We will not forgive even your fifth generation. Yes, because your blood will still be running in their veins. So people of Amazonia, you should be alert that this is a plan of the government of La République. This is a plan. This is a plan that they have to hurt our people. That it has not been exposed by them. So we must send a message loud and clear. We must text. We must call our people that they should not accept any help from the regime. And earlier, my humble friend and brother, Eric Tato, also reiterated and mentioned that if any church, last week I said the same thing, today he said it, I'm saying it again, if any church, any Catholic, any priest, any bishop, we do this evil to receive any donation, any money from the government to take to visit our people, we are saying that we will treat you as the enemy. We will not care if you are a bishop, or you are a pastor, or you are a priest. We will treat you like the enemy because it's a sin. It's an original sin. It is evil. It's a calamity. It is wrong for any organization or priest or bishop to do what? To collect money or donation from the government in the sense that they are going to offer help for our people. We do not need it. We don't need it. Our people, even though they need those things, we on our own, we are helping. We are helping. And last week, I spoke about the issue of going to Nigeria, and I said, by law, by Article 7, by law, our refugees in Nigeria, they are political refugees. They are not economic refugees. So when you are a political refugee, you have no business with your country of origin. When you are political refugees, the host country must make sure that you have no access to your country of origin. Because the moment you have any access to your country of origin, it means that you are not running from any problem. With a refugee is an individual who is in danger, who is running from from political persecution, or it could be religious persecution. In our case, it is political persecution because our people are standing with the government of Amazonia, because our people, they say they want an independent Amazonia, and because of that political vision, political philosophy, they were asked to leave Manfe, they were asked to leave Manyum, and they ran, and most of them, their homes, their crops have been destroyed. They are not economic refugees, they are political refugees. So Nigeria, as a matter of fact, under law, it is not obligation. It is not something which is something that he will not do. It is obligatory that they have to make sure they refuse access to the government. So if La Republique, through back doors, find anywhere across any refugee, those refugees in Nigeria, they have the right to self-defense, which means that they have the right to take up arms. Yes, that's the right to take arms. They should make sure that they sharpen their blades. You buy a blade, you sharpen your blade, you move with your blade, you buy a knife, you put in your pocket, you buy your tomato. So any person who step foot there in the name of Cameroon government, you throw those tomatoes. Then make una shit for day before. Una shit for now, another shit, preserve the shit. You know, fresh shit is made that way. You make the shit ferment. So when that shit ferments, you can splash the shit on those faces, fools, innuendos, people who come to destroy us, and they think they can go to Nigeria. It will not happen. It will not happen. So we are again calling on everyone to be alert, and we are saying that today at Teramponji, he was on record. He declared our IDPs, the people who are internally displaced. The world knows them as internally displaced persons. They are recognized according to UN structures. They are IDPs. But for Teramponji to declare IDPs as terrorists, it means that they are prepared to attack and kill us. And we are informing the UN, the US government, and any other government that the government of Cameroon, they have declared our IDPs as terrorists, and they are prepared to attack. And so, therefore, we as a people, we are ready to defend. And it is not only to defend when they come. We have the right to what we call preventive defense, which means we can also attack even before they come to stop them from coming. Yes, which means that our self-defense can also attack even before they come. It's part of self-defense. We call it preventive self-defense. It means you, now that Attack has declared that IDPs are terrorists, it means they are planning attack to come. It means we can carry out attack first before they even come. So we are informing, we know that the US government have been talking about dialogue, no preconditions. We are telling them, those government, that it is La Republique that they have declared war on us. And war we have accepted. They thought that when they declare war on us, we will give up. We will not give up because we have the right to reclaim our land. And I have told them that Bonaberry is part of Amazonia. We will not stop in Mongo. We have to make sure we reclaim Bonaberry because Bonaberry was a British colony. Bonaberry was a town known as Hickory Town. We will go to Bonaberry, reclaim part of Loom. It's Amazonia. Even Loom, we will reclaim part of Loom, reclaim part of Banga, and part of the western region is us. We will reclaim all those small lands and take away. And we'll build a land filled with milk and honey. So we are telling Ponji that we know what you have said, and we are prepared. We are prepared for you. Amazonia is a land which is territorially and recognized. It's a land with a known boundary. It's a land which, on the 22nd of April 1960, some people sat somewhere and voted for independence. And independence that you people breach and cross over to annex our land. We say, now, the children of Foncha, the children of Enele, we have risen and we will not give up. I hope this is clear. Now, this takes me to the issue of refugees. Refugees. Few weeks back, last week, I made a GoFundMe link, and I said, let us support the Ayers Foundation. We have seen from every move that the Ayers Foundation just came back from Nigeria. They were able to visit most, if not all, of the camps. They gave foodstuffs. We saw in the video how our refugees they were fighting for little food. But it is not enough. We need the Aya Foundation. They are independent. We need to take the Aya Foundation up on the place of Red Cross. We need to support them. I am shocked that I have made that GoFundMe link as of last week, and I put a limit $30,000 US. You see, La République sat in Yaoundé, and within one day they raised 236 million francs CFA. But us, the diaspora, we know that we have been trying. Can we not raise even 30? Let me tell you, our people don't need 230 million. With just $30,000, they'll be fine. With $30,000 US, it will make that money to Aya Foundation. Our people in all the communities who are displaced, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Even though, as we say, we don't need those people from our people to give, our people give. We must also understand that our people are suffering, and we must give them an alternative. A hungry man is an angry man. Listen, they say, dead people don't fight. All the living fight. A hungry man is an angry man, and dead people don't fight. Only the living fight. So therefore, let us not only condemn, let us also give our alternative. I have given the alternative, and I've said, thank God for us. We have seen the Aya Foundation going ahead, giving help from individuals who are helping. I have made that GoFundMe out there. As of today, it's only out of $30,000 US as a limit. It is only $2,200. Amazonians, let us go to that GoFundMe link that I will post after this to donate. Let us prove like our people right that even though we are not rich, even though we are poor, as a people, we can come together and raise some huge amount of US dollars and make sure we help the Aya Foundation and any other foundation on Ground Zero who are doing enough to help our people. Our people need that support. They need it. The fact that we are saying that, hey, we don't need our people to give our poor food, doesn't mean that when we say that, we just fold our arms. That would be hypocrisy. We cannot say those things and fold our arms. When we say those things, we must look for ways to help our people because it's a must. It's a must. We have to do it. We have to do it. We are lucky and we are grateful that the Aya Foundation has been going to Nigeria and within and do it. Can we as a people raise this $30,000 US? We have money. We have money. I know it is much on us. We contribute for self-defense. We contribute for Machi Boya. We contribute for Changshu. We contribute for Skadet. We contribute everywhere. But can we? Listen, we are out here in our millions. In that GoFundMe, you can donate as anonymous. You will not put your name. You will not put your name. Imagine millions of us out here. Each man give $50 US. We will raise that $10,000 times 2. And now the Aya Foundations, they have proven their worth. You can trust them. I trust them. You can trust them. They are doing it. You see it. You see the videos. You see it. And all those who have been supporting the foundation, those individuals who've not heard any of them come out and say, no, I gave this and gave that. There's no act. You see it. They have been open to a very large extent, and they have gained our trust. So can we, as a people, after this, go out and contribute? Or do you want to call now live? Do you want to call live now and donate? You want to call them and donate? I can make now a PayPal account available. You call and you donate that money. This is during my first live show when I was raising money for self-defense for all those groups. You record that for within 1 hour, we raised $7,000 US. We raised it, which I shared to those four different groups. We raised it. But for 1 week, we cannot raise even $3,000 US. That you go to that paper link and you see there 2,300. 2,300. 2,300. So I don't know if I should now stop and now open. Let's challenge ourselves. You call now you contribute by PayPal now. So can we raise 10,000 now? 10,000 now. You call and say, I'm calling from UK. I am giving $1,000. PayPal you give. You call from Germany. You say, I am giving €500. Now you give. Maybe people want to call. I don't know how I will do it to reach that 10,000. I don't know how I will do it. But people, let us not only say our people should not receive those goods from the public and sit quiet. We need to give them an alternative. We need to give them an alternative. We need to. So when I'm doing now, we say people are saying that Mark Bareta is doing this, that. But I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Because I also have parents who are displaced. I also have relatives who are displaced. Families can do it alone, but when we come together, we can do it. If not, we'll be pushing our people on the wall. When we push on the wall, they may have no other option than to receive help from the enemy. What will you do? We always stay and shout. What will you do? So please, let's see how we can raise that money for the IAS Foundation and see how we can help them. Now, another next issue is that while I was saying that, let us be aware that the Bafut Airport, that they claim as an airport, the Bafut Airport is a military camp. That thing they use, they say, Kameko, Natif. The Bafut Airport is a military camp. That's what they say, airport Natif. It's a disguise. It's a military airport. Please, I'm going to, can someone make the link, please? Can someone post the link here? Can someone check for the link, please, and post it? Let me pin it. People are asking for the link. Can someone post the link on the comments? Let me pin it so that people can see the link. Can someone post the link on the comments? Can someone post the link on the comments? Let me pin it. Post the link of the paper of the GoFundMe. If you know the GoFundMe, please paste the link. Paste the link of the GoFundMe link, please. Post the link so that I can pin it on the screen so that people can see. Okay. Thank you, my brother. Where's the link now? Okay, the link are now. Please, you can see the link. I hope pin this comment. You can see even the paper is also there. The IAS Productions paper. Please do it. Do it for the IAS Foundation. Do it for people. I was talking about Kameko. That Kameko in Bamenda, in Bamenda, the Kameko, the so-called Kameko Bafut Airport is a military base. It's not an airport. That's not how an airport an airport looks like. So it seems some people want to call. Okay, some people want to call. But let me give this warning. Let me give this words before we open the lines for calls. We have received some information that some individuals in Bomaka, they move in Bomaka, they move in My 16, go right down to Motengene and Tiko. They ask Amazonians for 5,000 francs CFA. They claim to be Amba Boys. Please, those are not Amba Boys. According to my understanding, Amba Boys don't write letters. Amba Boys don't go to homes to ask people to give 5,000 or so. Amba Boys, when they meet you on the highway, they always tell you, that it is voluntary, you can support them. Amba Boys don't do that. So if those who are in Bomaka, in Boya, those who are in Tiko, my 16, have received complaints that some guys are coming around claiming the Amba Boys. Please, they are not Amba Boys. Amba Boys don't do that. Do not give any money to anyone who comes. Amba Boys don't even threaten. If they need money from you, they'll beg you. They won't threaten you and tell you, do this or do that. Those are imposters. Those are not Amba Boys. They are people who are trying to tarnish our reputation, who are trying to take away people who are trying to take away our force and vision. Please, Amba Boys don't do that. So please do not heed to any of such provocations. Please do not heed to it. It is wrong. and not allowed. So that's the information I want to make. And also I want to send some caution to a plea to our reserve forces who are in Alu, the Red Dragons who are in Alu. Please, the Red Dragons in Alu, we have received some complaints also about some people who are trying to disturb those who are living there. They cannot open their businesses, their place. Please, we ask that those self-defense forces there should look into this and make sure that our people are being embraced. People are being embraced rather than to run away from our self-defense forces, because we can't be running away from the Republic and try to behave in the same way like the Republic. But against everything is moving well. The state of our revolution is strong. I think I have said what I wanted to say. Now, if there are anything you want me to say, please can you comment? If there's anything you want me to emphasize on, can you comment? According to my list, I think I've emphasized on everything that I wanted to say for this live show. If there's anything you want to ask, or there's anything you want me to clarify, can you comment? I'll be reading now the comments and probably reacting. If there's anything you want me to clarify, if there's anything you want me to insist, if there's anything you want me to emphasize, if there's anything you want me to say that I have not said, please endeavor to when you come. Kill me, I shoot you. Fire me, I fire you.
If you don't run before war, if you don't run before callers, Amba boys worry.
Shoot me, I shoot you.
Amba boys worry.
Fire me, I fire you.
Amba boys worry.
Shoot me, I shoot you.
Amba boys worry.
Fire me, I fire you. Fight for your freedom. Someone is asking, what about So Funcha? I don't know what you want to say about So Funcha. As far as I know, that So Funcha is the coordinator of the Ambassador Self-Defense Council. But I will also acknowledge that So Funcha has not been helpful, but because some of his pronouncements online has helped to divide and push people more. It is my understanding, my belief that when you are a coordinator of a group, you have as a duty to ensure that your statements do not go out to divide more. Your statements should not be boastful. Your statements should be out there more to unite. So I think that coming So Funcha as a spokesman of the Ambassador Self-Defense Council, he has the utmost responsibility to ensure that he does not alienate, he does not antagonize other self-defense groups by his statements, by what he says. So there are things he has been saying online, on videos and posts. We think that we do not expect that from the Ambassador Self-Defense Council spokesman. We need a spokesman who recognizes that there are other self-defense groups who are doing their best for Amazonia. If they don't agree to come together under the Ambassador Self-Defense Council, it's not an issue. But what we expect is that the Ambassador Self-Defense Council should match words with action. That's what the people want to see. The people want to see the Ambassador Self-Defense Council under the IG matching words with action. That's why some of them are really frustrated, because they want to see what's being matched with action. But again, people don't know. Since from the onset in January, most of the actions on Ground Zero and groups has been sponsored by the Ambassador Self-Defense Council. The Ambassador Self-Defense Council, from what I know, is a group that doesn't go out there to talk more when they carry out an action or when they have any equipment or so. You know, so even though we say we need to work, but since January or since when they came together, they have been doing also a tremendous job. That doesn't mean that other groups are not doing. Some groups like the ADF just recently started because they were in comatose for a very long while after the abductions of some of their strong men in Nigeria. So they were still studying, building, and now they are up again, very, very, very strong and forcefully. So within that time, of course, within that time, most actions have been sponsored by the ASC, by the ASC. The Red Dragons is under the ASC. All those other people are under the ASC and the rest. So they have been doing a lot. The Ara, the Tigers, and all the rest, they have been doing a lot. But we say we need more. We need a game changer. We need a game changer. We need ASC to invest entirely the My Chituboya. We need a game changer. The poor want to see some game changing. The poor want to see the tsunami. The people want to see that My Chituboya is talking. We don't need more these small actions. We want to see heavy action that we can say, yes, this is My Chituboya talking. So, Sofoncha is a warrior. He's a good man. I called for his reason. I will not say it. I will tell people that I said he should resign when he made that mencaf and declared that they have captured a Kema. I said, for what I know, if you are a part of a government, when I asked him, when I said he should resign, I never said he should go out of the revolution. You cannot dismiss anyone from the revolution. You cannot dismiss anyone. Resigning means that he steps away as a spokesman of the ASM, and he continues to be part and parcel of the council. He continues he owns the SCDF, the Southern Cameroon Defense Force. He owns it. He will continue being the leader of his brigade, continue doing action, but he will not be the face of the ASC because we need a more encompassing, a more approaching face. That's why I said he should leave. I never said he should resign. I never said he should leave the revolution. No, you cannot ask anyone to leave the revolution. All of us will make mistakes, but we are saying that particular mistake that he did out of failed intelligence, it made the AIP, the acting president, to come in the public and confirm it. In military warfare, as far as I know, in government, when a defense person makes such strategic blunder, that person is recalled. That person is recalled and sent to other services. It's not as if they'll dismiss him because you have made a big intelligence blunder that could cause the state, that made the president, the acting president, to be look like a baby. That makes us to be as mockery. So that's why I came out and said, no, it's not as if it's not doing well. I said, Comrade Sofocha to humbly resign and let the ASC send out someone else to be the spokesman. That doesn't mean he is out of the council. He remains part and parcel of the council, but he's doing other functions, constitution on ground zero. We have seen this everywhere. As a defense people in a war zone, when you make any military mistake, they won't condemn you, they won't kill you, but they'll redeploy you, they'll change you. And I still stand for the fact that the ASC and the Self-Defense Council should redeploy Comrade Sofocha, get in place a different spokesman of that council who will come out often, who will talk with authority, who will talk with some rigor, with some vigor. That when that person talks, people stay quiet. That's the type of spokesman we need. Someone who comes out there, when the person talks when the person gives out a statement, people will say, yes, the ASC has spoken. I only meant good for the ASC. I never meant to chastise Comrade Sofocha. He's my elder, he's my man. We speak on WhatsApp, we communicate. I only did what I'm supposed to do as an activist and as Bareta News. He's doing a tremendous job, like I said. But I don't know. It's my opinion. My opinion cannot be taken. He is still there. The fact that he is still there doesn't mean I won't support him. The fact that I said he should resign and he's not resigned, or the ASC continue to keep him there, doesn't mean I'll not cooperate. No, doesn't mean I'll cooperate with him so far as he's still there. But I think he's doing a great job. But he should send statements as too antagonizing to other self-defense groups who are not part and parcel of the council. We don't need that. It's my vision that if you cannot collaborate, stay alone and keep working for Amazonia. That's why I was so bitter when I heard the audios of Dr. Akwanga, the ADF and SUCADEF. That's the least group we expect. That's the least group we expect that they can disagree. That's the least group, considering the history where they came from. All right, next question. Yes, someone is asking the Red Dragons under the S. Yes, as far as I know, and as far as my intelligence shows me, the Red Dragons are under the ASC. Unless that there are two Red Dragons. As far as Mark Bareta is aware, as far as I know, the Red Dragons, who are based in Lebialem, is a self-defense group which is under the ASC and is being funded by the ASC. That is what I know. If there's anyone out there who goes out and said otherwise, there is no evidence, there is no proof to show that. Few days back, we saw the Red Dragons making a video. There are many of them in the Biala. They made a video and they said they were Red Dragons and they were happy. And most of you posted on Facebook. But what I know as Mark Bareta is that the Red Dragons are part and parcel of the Ambazonian Self-Defense Council. They have been funded by the council. You see, when they first resurface, Capo Daniel, if Capo Daniel listens to me, if he's sincere, Capo Daniel will tell you, even Akuso Raymond, they will tell you if they are all sincere. Capo Daniel will tell you that when the Red Dragons, Capo Daniel had a live show. He had a live video call with the Red Dragons, and he directed them to the IGAS. He will tell you that he did that, and he directed them to there. As you clearly knows, I know that the Red Dragons are under the ASC. That is all I can say. If there's anyone going out there, I know that my friend Tabang Ivo has been saying that he's a leader of the Red Dragons. Maybe he's talking about another Red Dragons, or maybe he's talking about another group in Lebialem. But what I know is that the Red Dragons are part and parcel of the ASC, and they have been funded by the ASC, and they keep doing tremendous job for the people of the people of Amazonia. Next question. Next question. Someone is asking me if I can put Ivo to order. No. I don't ask me to put Tabang Ivo in. Tabang Ivo is a bona fide leader of the revolution. He's my friend and my brother, who is also part and who was part and parcel of the former consortium. I think he's an individual who knows what he's doing. He's an individual who has helped and keeps helping the revolution. He's an adult. So I can only condemn. I can only disagree. I cannot go out to say I want to put Tabang Ivo to order. He's an adult. He knows what he's doing. And I can only say what I know, and what I know is that, and I've said it in groups that we are with him. He knows. I've said that, and what I know is that the Red Dragons is part and parcel of the Ambazonian Self-Defense Council. If the Red Dragons disagree, they should make a video and say, hey, we are the Red Dragons of Lebialem. Our leader is Tabang Ivo Tanku. We are not under the ASC. They should make a video and clear it. But from what I know is that these are the same Red Dragons that had about 1 month, they were querying with the ADF on Facebook. They were querying with the ADF on Facebook about they arrested the soldiers of ADF. The same Red Dragon that man of his sleep of favor 1 month. Noise about Chris Anu. The same Red Dragon that they are accused that the Red Dragon is a Republic group. The same Red Dragon, they said the Red Dragons are being sponsored by Chris Anu's young brother. Well, we have read now. We heard. Is it a lie? On Facebook, months back, you posted the Red Dragons is owned by Chris Anu. You posted the Red Dragons is La Republique. You posted the Red Dragons is owned by Chris Anu's brother Olivier. You posted the Red Dragons arrested the soldiers of ADF. And there was like war on social media. Manifest was up, audio, left and right, complaint left and right about Red Dragons. So all this be happen. So do that time. My friend I was strong quiet. He could have helped now. If he was actually the leader of the Red Dragons then, he should have helped now. He should have helped to come and say no. As the leader of the Red Dragon, I am urging the release of the soldiers of ADF. He should have helped. He should have said no. Don't accuse Chris Anu. I'm the leader. I'm the leader of the Red Dragons. He should have said no. Don't accuse Olivier. I'm the leader of the Red Dragons. Why is it coming now only months after? So I disagreed with him. I'm saying that the Red Dragons is part and parcel of the Ambassador Self Council. If there is anyone out there who disagree with my statement that or not, he should prove us that the Red Dragons is only Red Dragons. I don't own any group. My own is to report. I'm always to report, and me, I have intelligence from everywhere. I communicate with different types of people, different types of persons. I communicate with all groups, AGC, ADF, ASC, all of them. I reach out to all of them if you want to reach. I've told Ivo in the WhatsApp that I've told him that the Red Dragons is not his. Next question, please. Next question. Yes, Gazilla, of course. I'm staying on my lane as a reporter. But know that I am not only a reporter. I am an activist. I am not an activist. I am a frontline activist. I'm not only that. I have been declared by the government of the Republic as a terrorist. Maybe you guys sit there, you don't know what it means. You guys sit there, you don't know what it means. You don't know what it means for a government of a country to go on the state TV and declare 13 persons and others as a terrorist. You know what it means. So I'm not only a reporter. I have a stake in this revolution. I'm not only a reporter. Don't put me as a reporter. No. The fact that I run Bareta as a reporter, I am a bona fide activist in this revolution. I am a Southern Cameroonians activist. I don't do myself like a leader because I belong to no group. I am an activist who have a stake. I have a voice which is known and recognized. That is why the government of the Republic could put the first name on that list as Mark Bareta, because they know that I do not do propaganda. They know that when I speak, I mean business. They know that when I don't speak, it means I don't know. I have told you that this platform is not a noisy platform. This platform is not a noisy. We don't do noise here. We don't do propaganda here. We are unique in our character since from the day this started. We have been consistent, and we will not be bullied by the corner. So don't put me as a reporter and say just report the news. No, I report the news, and also I have an opinion as an activist, because I am also one of the most wanted person across the world. It's not only others. Yes, my life also is at stake. I can be killed wherever I am. They can poison me. They can use all means to kill me. They can use snipers. I don't have again another life. This is my life now. It's my life. I don't have any other life. There are many things I can't do because of this revolution. There are many things I would love to do. But because I have to think about my own safety, I have to stop doing those things. So don't put me in one corner as a reporter. I'm also an activist, and I have the right to come out here and also try to clarify statements. Also, it is not a war. It's not competition. I cannot come because I'm only Mark Bareta. I don't have a title. I'm only Mark Bareta. I don't have a title. I'm only Mark Bareta. And it's not a war. It doesn't mean that if I disagree with Tabang Ivo, that he doesn't own the Red Dragons, makes us enemies, or makes us as if I don't challenge. No, it is not challenge. It's not challenge. It's saying the right thing, what I know. And I've said, maybe what I know is the wrong thing. But if it's the wrong thing, let the owner of the Red Dragons make a video. And let us see that these people who are Red Dragons are saying that their leader is ASC, and they say, no, their leader is Ivo, and so. We should make this thing clear. We should put these things clear. It is very important for the health of revolution. And other activists, if they are sincere, they will say it. They'll say it. And I think even the ADF knows it. They know it. I cornered one leader of the ADF ago, and I told him, he knows it. They know it. They know it. Because if in the past you said Red Dragons is La Republique, because you saw the type of weapons that Red Dragons had, you said no, it's La Republique 1. They said Red Dragons is owned by Chris Anu 2. They said Red Dragons is owned by Chris Anu youngest brother 3. The next 1 month there was fighting all over Facebook about Red Dragons arresting soldiers of ADF. During that time we had nothing. Then few weeks now behind, it is now a whole different game. We will stop this propaganda political nonsense, I beg. Everything. Next question. Someone said, what do I want to do about the new consortium? Let me read it. This is what people fail to understand. A lot of you have been so eager and talked about the consortium. Listen, no group dissolve. When the consortium, AGC, SYL, came together to form SCACUF, some people thought that the consortium transformed into SCACUF. SCACUF transformed into governing council. Governing council transformed into IG. It is not true. It's not true. Let's not mix things. The consortium now has been transformed to the Southern Cameroon consortium. It has different groups. Remember, back there, it had the lawyers, it has transporters, and so those are different groups that came together. And the consortium had its leader. I was one of its leaders, but I left. They had their leader, and when they came together under SCACUF, they were part and parcel. But you know how it all ended. SCACUF was dissolved. At the end of the day, I've told you that SCACUF started on a very wrong foundation. It was a good idea which was hijacked by South Africa. I've told you these things. It's not strange. I've told you. The only two groups that remain in SCACUF that were doing things, it was always consortium and SCNC. SCNC has not dissolved. SCACUF has not dissolved. They are there. No group has dissolved. All those groups they have been there. So if the members in exile, they decide to revamp and say there is nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. I have told you that there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. These groups, they are like trade unions. They're like trade unions. They have the interim government doing the mandate of the people. The consortium is there and they are doing great. So it's not new consortium. They have merely just dropped the name of Anglophone Cameroon to Southern Cameroon so as to embrace. So we should be surprised when we see consortium giving notices. The consortium members, they are still out there. Some are in Ghana, some are in Nigeria, some are in USA. They are still out there. And so it is their place to give out releases as their group says. And for me, Mark Bareta, I've told you, when I see a release from the ADF, and I think that this release is good and can take us a step ahead, it doesn't sound divisive, I will publish it. You know, I've been doing it. When I see a release from Morris, when I see it, I know that, hey, I have simple writing. This is good. I, Mark Bareta, I publish it. You have seen it. When I see a release from the IG, I say, this is good. I will publish it. I will promote it. When I see from SY, I will do it. It's not strange now. That's Mark Bareta. That's my platform. This platform is, we call it the people's platform. It's for everyone. And the fact that the interim government is a government, I've told you, that does not stop me from supporting other groups. No. The only group that I've refused to support is SCOOP. Because SCOOP is forming after the interim government, and SCOOP, the foundation from where SCOOP came from, I disagreed. That's the only group that I've refused. And you will tell me that, no, ACT. I've told you, ACT is not a group. I've told you, ACT is not a group. Do I support ACT? Yes, I still support ACT right up to now. I still. And when I see communication from ACT, I publish. So far as I see that, it is not divisive. That's my role. I see those communiques. I see those videos. If I don't publish a video, it means maybe there is a statement there that I do not agree. For example, the video with video from General Ivo from Ganzo. It was a good video, but there was some statements there that I do not agree, that I saw it as divisive. I saw it as it divides more, it will make a lot of argument. I dropped it. But I agree with some of the things he said there. So when I see a video, I see a communique. If I see it and I read it and I see that okay, it promotes the struggle, I share it. I don't care if it is from the IG. I don't care. That's me, and that's how I want the people of Amazonia to define me. That's the path I've chosen. Everywhere you go, I'm there. So far as it promotes the revolution and things like that, so far as people don't fight, people don't fight. So I disagree. I disagree with the statement from General Ivo on ground zero about Chris Anu. about Chris Anu. That was the point that I disagree, because Chris Anu never said Bamileke exclusively. He said Cameroonese. And even after that, he came out again over and over and clarified and said, Cameroonese who were born and bred in Amazonia, they are free to stay. And that they should not be attacked. If there's a group of ground zero who take upon themselves and start doing things, we cannot put it on Chris Anu. So, I didn't remember Chris Anu calling out Bamileke exclusively. I did not recall that. I recall that Chris Anu said Francophones. After a while, he came and said, it is not those who were born and bred there. Those who own that, those who were born and bred there, they are free to stay because they don't have anywhere to go and they should not be attacked. But those who come there as students, all those administrators, they are bound to leave and to be chased away. I think government can give a statement when government look like, for example, Donald Trump said about the issue of separating families, kids. After a while, Donald Trump came out and said and tried to clarify and give a clarification. So government do that. If you make a statement, sometimes a statement can be received differently. As leaders, you can come again behind the scene to give clarification. Say, no, I meant by this or so. Because people can interpret your statements differently. I am responsible for what I say. I am not responsible for what others interpret. I am only responsible for what I say, not what you interpret. So, why I respect General Ivo on ground zero, because he is at the forefront, feeling the bullets. He made a very good video, but the part where he mentioned Chris Anu, I said these are issues that is asked to divide us. And I have the conviction that he never said that coming from his heart. I have the conviction that he was engineered, he was pushed to make those statements, because the first video he said it, second video he said it. No, we can't be saying those things over and over. You don't agree. Do what you can do on ground zero to stop anyone attacking Bamileke who are people who are born and bred them. I have said it on live show. I do not agree that Bamileke should be attacked. Me, Bareta. I have said Bamileke. I've made my point clear that Bamileke, they are there in Canada, they are there in Belgium, Germany, they are there everywhere. These are people who support this revolution. They support and they fund it. I have said Bamileke, from their history, from where they came from. When they came from, they are part and parcel of Amazonia. These are people who ran from La Republic oppression. But if there is any Bamileke on ground zero who is conniving with the La Republic, that person will be treated like any other person, whether you are from Bakuri, or you are from Bayangi, or you are from So, will be treated the same like any other person collaborating with La Republic. I have told you my position. I said I look at Bamileke as another ethnic group within Amazonia because of where they migrated. They found that they have their origin from the West region. Does not make them part and parcel of the Republic. It does not. We also have our origin from somewhere in Africa. You know that people from Enso, the Tikas, they migrated from somewhere, from Sudan. We, all of us, we have our history somewhere. We migrated from somewhere. And we came and formed Amazonia. So if Bamileke were also another ethnic group that migrated from La Republic because they were running from persecution and came to Amazonia and they have been there, they got married, they built homes, we cannot attack them. We cannot attack them. They are part and parcel of Amazonia because they have built homes there, they have schooled there, they have married there like any other ethnic group. And like any other ethnic group, if there's any Bamileke man who came together, if the Bamileke people come together and contribute money for government, look at those individuals. So any Bamileke on ground zero who is going against the revolution, he should be treated like any other person, like the Bakuris, like the Bayangis, like the Batibos, like the people from Meme, like people from Bonge, like people from Lebialem, like any other individual who is going against the revolution. There is no special law for Bamileke, special law for people. No. A black leg is a black leg. A sellout is a sellout. That is why I said we should leave ourselves the very first on ground zero because we give them different message. The way they pass it out and the way they will say it will be different from what us politicians or activists who can say it. I hope I'm clear on that. I don't look at Bamileke as Cameroonians. No, they are Amazonians. They are not Cameroonese. If Some of them want to go over to La République or to visit their village. Fine and good. Fine and good. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. We all migrated from somewhere, but because the world that happened the way it is, if Nigeria, if Ghana, if South Africa, if South Sudan, if La République, if they can benefit from colonialism, if they can benefit from the UN independence, it means that Ambazonia can also benefit. Because some people are saying that Africa was one. Foolish. Some people say that Africa was one at first. Africa was one. Why? No. If South Africa, if Nigeria, if Ghana, if Cameroon, if other countries in Africa could benefit from the partition and division of Africa, why should surrounding Cameroons not benefit? Will be different. We're not different. So don't tell me, say, no, now white man come, Africa was one. No. Africa was never one. Africa was a vast land filled with fondoms and chiefdoms. Now white man come, he can't take part. He passed together. So don't say Africa was one and it was the white man who came and divided Africa. No. The white man did not divide Africa. The white man instead came and brought people together. Africa was filled with a land vast. It was fondoms and chiefdoms. That is why you see that neighboring country. That's why you see the people from the Akwaya with those in Nigeria. They have similar cultures. That's why you see people from Calabar. That's why you see every neighboring country, they have some similarity. That's why you see people from the western region with those of the northern zone, they have this grassland attitudes. That's why you see people from Equatorial Guinea, the Bata, people from the east of Cameroon, from Bata, they speak the same language with people from Equatorial Guinea because they are neighbors. That's why you see people from Douala and the Bakuris from Fako, they have some similar types of dressing and ways of doing things. Because everywhere you go, not only in Cameroon, everywhere you go, border, neighboring countries, they share similar issue. Yes. Why is it that people from Bongé or from Manu, why are they not behaving like the people from Douala? The people from Bakuri, they behave like people from Douala. It's because of that border nature. It's because these are probably vast areas that we want. The white man came and chop. So we accept. If Nigeria can accept, if Ghana can accept, if Cameroon can have its own independence without us, if Nigeria, South Sudan, others, Zimbabwe, if they can also get independence from as a result of colonialism, why should we Amazonians be the only nation in Africa to be denied also our right to be together? So we must enjoy also. If one man become, it divide Africa into small countries. We too, as Amazonians, we can also enjoy our own independence from that colonialism. Abi, na lie talk, my people. Na lie talk. Nobody lie talk. So when the West man tell you say stop that thing, suppose say people from the northern zone have no similarity with people from the southern zone, or they say people from the west that they be like people from the, tell them foolish. Tell them say. May they go for Equatorial Guinea. And the people of Bata, they are the same like the people of the East region. They eat same food. They're the same. They even talk the same language. You even hear say Pobia, say them even Cameroonese. Pobia, they even from Equatorial Guinea. You be here. Nobody tell you. You be here, man. You be here. Then, okay, what about those in the north of Cameroon? North of Cameroon and north of Nigeria. Abi? They need to talk the same language. Abi, they're not one religion. You don't talk say no because say they talk one language, because say they behave the same in culture. They are part of Nigeria. Or you go to Manfe, when you go to Calabar, you don't say a passing jump and the rest it come from Calabar. You know so. You don't see a person from Igbo with a dress with a red cap. The way that when they dress exactly like people from Manfe. Why you don't say no? People from Manu, they are part of Nigeria. Or people from Calabar. From the Cross River State, they are part of Amazonia. We can't lay those claims because a neighboring country have some similarities in culture with us. Those claims are faulty. You can't do that. We are going by colonialism laws. We are going by the laws that were stated during when wars were fought. we are going by the international boundaries. And the international boundary says that Ambazonia, British Cameroons, was a country on its own. And that is the country we want to restore. We don't care if some part of that country has some similar culture by what? By dressing with the neighboring country. Because this attitude is not only synonymous with Ambazonia, it is also part of, even here in the Western world. Yeah, even in Belgium, people of the Netherlands and Belgium, they behave the same. They speak the same language. Is Belgium part of Netherlands? Tell me. Is Belgium part of Netherlands? Tell me. Is it part of Netherlands? Everywhere across the world, when you look at because of border countries, they speak the same language. They exchange, they even use same money, the same culture. Okay, Korea, North Korea and South Korea. They are one people now. Why don't they say no? They come together. It's not one people. They talk the same language now. They even get same names. I don't know border country. Should they know because they have the same names? Or even in North and South Korea, these people, they have family relatives overside. So they cross, they do family reunion. But they are two countries. So make man not fool you. We have to say, no, people of Douala and the Southern Africa, bullshit. Man not fool you, say, no, people of the West region, that feel like people of Northern zone, bullshit. So that try to tell you, to say, no, we are one and indivisible. What nonsense around one indivisible? What is it about one indivisible? Nonsense. Any other question? Hong Kong and China, Germany and Swiss. There are many. In Europe, yeah. In Europe, they fought the greatest war in Europe. And Europe came as a result of wars. They fought wars, they conquered, and they developed. So why do we develop? If Europe, there are many countries in Europe that were together, but because of the wars, they went ahead. So why should we also in Africa not be divided? Why? We are gone, and we are saying Amazonia is free. Amazonia worry, do me, I do you. Amazonia is free. Man will sing song. Do me, I do you. Fire me, I fire you. Do me, I do you. Fire me, I fire you. Do me, I do you. Fire me, I fire you. Fight for your freedom. Fight for your freedom. Until water. Until matter. All the day. Now, any other question? I should be stopping this show in a few minutes. It's already more than 2 hours. It's more than 2 hours. I should stop this show in a few minutes. Any other question, please? Any other question, please? Any question? If not, I'm going to end the show for today. Someone is asking if I'm coming to Canada as well. That question is classified. I don't know. I can't answer. What can I say about the Conference for Unity? I was the first platform to break the issue of the Conference for Unity. I was the first platform to invite Lucas Asu, who is like the head, to come here and talk. And we spoke about it. I have said it over and over, my position that I want people to collaborate. Because I have come to the understanding that there are some vast and fundamental differences that both sides are holding to. But I'm saying that if we don't collaborate, we, the ones that our faces are out there, will be the one to lose. I've said anything about what? Last time I explained why we have to collaborate. If we can't even unite as one, which is pretty difficult, we can collaborate. So yes, the Unity Conference is good, but the Unity Conference, the organizers should make sure that Because if now the unity conference is coming, but now we are hearing audios of A or B accusing each other. What's the essence? What's the essence of a unity conference when people are arguing over and over? People say one thing on social media, behind the scenes they do the opposite. Do we really want to collaborate? Because sometimes I feel that some people don't want to collaborate. Sometimes I feel that we really don't want to collaborate. We say one thing on social media. We say another behind the scenes. So now I'm talking to you, I have huge reservations. I have it. So probably I will flow with Eric Tato in the sense that these leaders themselves should even meet and talk, even for the Second Unity Conference. The leaders themselves, the Yabas, the Kwangas, the Bows, they should pick up their phone, call each other, meet somewhere and talk. They don't even need us to be there. They don't even need me to be there. I might not be there. Why should I be there? They don't even need us to be there. Among themselves, they should behave. Pick their phone, call and say, Bo, I say, come here. Most don't talk. Among themselves, they can do it even before the conference can come. But I think it's a good move. It's a good move. But when I see people making statements, when I see bona fide members of different movements making statements, even our own AP has made that. You record the statement he made on Facebook when Ayaba made about the issue of the TV Monday. Our AP made statement which I thought it wasn't good. You went to his platform under the post, you saw people were bashing. Because Amazonians are not fools. Amazonians, they know when to support. They know when to support. When you went there, you saw the comments there, people were disagreeing with the AP, respectfully telling that no, it's not right to do that, because we don't expect the AP or any other final leader to come and start accusing them each other or making statements on media. We don't expect that. We expect it to show that semblance of unity in front. Go behind and iron the differences. That's what we expect. I'm not a leader. I'm an activist. I'm not a leader, please. Don't call me leader. I'm not a leader. I'm a normal people like my owner, quarter side, my owner, Katie podium. I don't for Katie. I'm a leader. I'm an activist. I don't have Katie. So I think all of them are falling short of the glory of God. All of them. Not only the agency, all of them are falling short of the glory of God. So if all of these leaders, if they don't make statements which bring it together, then I don't know if that conference will be a success. I don't know. It will take the grace of God. I hope that it will take the grace of God, God to sail us through. I pray so. I don't go run. I run me. No, I don't believe that. I be leader for consortium. On one kill me for here. No, one kill me. I don't for my Bareta news and activists. I don't be leader. So what is Milton Takan still doing around the IG? Well, Milton Takan is still part and parcel of the interim government. So I can't answer that question. I'm not part of the interim government. And I was one of those also. You see, I say my things, but I don't push it through. Because I don't have the power to push it. I can only say it. I've advised and I've said the mere fact that Milton Takan made that statement of scoop and went to that scoop, the AP should put all those aside who have allegiance or who have any link to scoop. So I think the AP is to make that decision. So I don't know, but Mr. Takan is a great guy. He has been a very great guy. We should not know that fact. We cannot just start throwing people under the bus. We cannot. He's a great guy and he's still a great guy. So, but sometimes to leave old friends is not easy. We cannot just throw people under the bus. So I can't say we are still waiting for the reform for the new government that the AP proposed. So I don't know. I can't say. Any other question before I go? Last question. Someone asked that true say where lawyers don't be to sikum. Niba I took him for the onset. I say I can confidently state that a lawyer did saw Tasang on Friday. Saw on Friday, and Akuro has mentioned that, and he said family sources. So he said the wife of Siku and another elder brother told him personally. So if Akuro can come out as the acting head of the consortium, can come out and make those statements, I think we can take it as the truth, and we should ignore the fact that he has earlier said those people were dead. We should situate why he said that and stop bashing. I think I explained that at the beginning of my show. Another question. Okay, if there is not, then I'll have to leave. Please make sure you fund the IAS Foundation. Please fund. After this show, I'm going to post. I'm going to post the link. I'm going to post the link of the IAS Foundation. The go for meaning. Please support, donate. It's important. It's important. All right, people. Thank you for staying with me. Let us now end the show for today, and let's pray that as the week moves ahead, we should pray for our restoration forces. Also, our restoration forces, please, those in Alu, there have been a lot of complaints coming over there. Please do well as much as possible to listen to our people, because we can't afford to push away our people. Those in Alu, please, the Red Dragons in Alu, please take special note. Also, those in Bomaka, Tiko, Motengene, and part of Boya, you have been receiving letters from so-called boys claiming that they are Amba boys, asking you to give money or they will kill you or they abduct you. Please, those are not Amba boys. Those are fake. And we are calling on our restoration forces in Victoria, those in Boya, those in Nekona, those in Mutengene, those in Moyoka and rest to take urgent actions to address this. Take it, please, and make sure that you put your intelligence to arrest any individual who goes about trying to harass our people or try to tell them to give money, which we know that you are not doing such. Please endeavor to put your intelligence to arrest those individuals who are trying to take advantage of our revolution. That said, this now has brought us to the end of the show. Thank you very much for staying with me for this for like 2 hours, some minutes. May God continue to bless you. Pray for your leaders. Pray for Yebacho. Pray for Akwanga. Pray for Bo Herbert. Pray for Ngoji Nzinka. Pray for Jamba Akuro. Pray for Sako. Pray for all your activists. Tapang Ivo, Eric Tato, Kapol, Fela Franklin, Kemi Ashu Kingsley, Tanga Bemondo, everyone who is out there, putting his face out there, talking to help the revolution. Pray for them. Ask God to continue to guide and protect and protect them. Pray also for all members of the interim government. Pray also for our leaders that whatever happens with them in the court, that we must continue to support Watana to make sure that we finally push the Republic out of Amazonia. Thank you, and may God bless you. Remember, I love you all. Bye-bye.